So this is the wicked dance on the walls my candle creates. A little bit of ambience there. It's actually on the brink of losing its flame or the ability to make a flame. Anyways, I'm kind of sad. I had a really bad day. I got caught playing online gambling and I ended up losing I made up to $4 million today, and then I ended up losing the whole lot of it, from playing slots. I actually left it on automatic, and it actually changed from $3 to 30,000, and so when I wasn't looking, it sort of drained me of my $4 million. And I just thought, oh, that's just the worst. So I left at 2 million with that, and then I tried to make another 2 million by putting down literally 1 million on a sure to go, bet. And now I have nothing. So, just one thing after another, one failure after another. So what I'm gonna do is not actually play for a while. So I'm not gonna play for a month, say. That should allow me time to return some credit on my account, because you do get free credit every day. So I'm not even looking at the games anymore. So that's sort of what I'm going to be doing for next month, because that's a big disastrous fall, and it was sort of propelled by a glitch on the phone. I hadn't double checked the amount that's going to be gambled, and I ended up losing everything pretty much. So but no biggie, it's not actually real money, and I don't credit it up with real money. Coins bought from real money, I just credit it up on for the free credit that you get every day. So that was my failure today. And I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. I was gonna go to the city to gamble, but I'm not sure if I actually feel like it now that I've been going off my head all over the gambling on the phone. So, but I might be an idea to break out of the house and have the weekend to focus on my writing and stuff. I think most of my books comprise of 6 stories, so I think if I read one story a day, then in 6 days it'll be finished and edited, and I can post it online. So it's not a great book, but I don't know. It's gonna be okay to read. Just it's not a great book. It doesn't have any great stories, but I don't know. I just sort of wander through them and see what I can make of that. And the other crux of my day is that I totally let down this, 200K apparently job per year, sales job, and it's in a stupid zone, so I'll probably be attacked by someone with a knife, because whenever I'm there by myself, someone, tries to come up to me when I get off the train stop, or have walked around and I'm going back to the train. So there's usually someone with a knife, someone threatening around the area. So that's why I sort of made a spiel and said, your area isn't actually Brisbane City. It's the outskirts of Brisbane. It's not a good area. People tell you to get back on the trains when you get off on the platform. And I didn't even mention what they do if you manage to get on the platform and walk out from the train station. So, the bad thing is it's a really good job, but so are most jobs in that area. I've been tempted many times to go to an interview. In fact, I think I have gone, and they had self-locking doors or something ridiculous that could only be opened by secretary. But I don't think it's the same place as I've been interviewed in. I usually get interviewed in some little place has a certain stair facade and stuff, a certain look about it. And I think I've been in there once, and they were pretty much, I didn't really like where it was. I mean, this was ages and ages ago, so like when I was a teenager, it was one of the places I went for an interview. But I've literally tried to go to that area like 3 times, and every time I'm jumped by someone. It's sometimes quite menacing, but it's to my luck that there's someone safe to break it up the threat. But I think that's just a really crappy area. So I'm not really keen on the job anymore. Now that I've found out that it's in a crappy area, I just hope that I could get a job. That's the only thing about standing up jobs. I would have to hope that I can get a job just as good, or any job someplace else. So I'm gonna leave that job totally alone for a while and focus on the next load of other job offer, which had a conversation about a couple of days ago. So but yeah, I'm sort of really on the low. That's why I didn't want to sort of start spieling and saying, hey, guess what, I'm chucking off the job. I only half spieled, and it's sort of making me sad to be invited to an excellent job and feeling like you have to not go for it. So I know you're supposed to go to every job interview when you're like being supported, but I don't, because some are really, really dangerous. I had an interview at a place where they literally take out a gun. They line you up on the inside of the room. They take out a gun and they say, hey, who's doesn't fit in? And of course, when I'm there, I'm surrounded by people who are over 6 feet. They're very dark of complexion. Then everyone turns to me, the only girl in the room, and it's like, oh, that person doesn't fit in. So I have been threatened, and they shot the gun. It ricocheted off the wall. It almost hit the guy who shot the gun in the head, and then it came back and shot a guy who was standing next to me in the chest. So and then I managed to get away from that at that point in time. So that's why I don't go to that place for an interview, because that's what happened in the past, and I just can imagine that's what happens still. But it's very nice of everyone to remember me. I also went there when I wanted to train at a school. But, stuff like that I don't go to, and this place in this area, it's the same. It's like, it's no good area. I don't know what the magic is to be left alone, but it's not what I have. I usually just get threatened whenever I'm walking around or whatever, and I'm like, but it's a 200,000 job, potentially, if you sell anything.